get her out of the past. Dumb hoe said something that made me mad. She said something that I couldn't believe, so I grabbed the stupid bitch by a nappy ass weave.
One subject only. Haven't done a commentary like this in a while, but it's been an extremely busy holiday weekend, and I don't have time to do a full commentary, but there is one subject we need to talk about, and it sounds urgent. First of all, I hope everybody had a great, safe, happy, and fun Labor Day weekend, and I hope you enjoyed some great weather wherever you are around the country. Also, I mentioned in my last commentary, there is going to be a new segment debuting in the Good Mic Work channel. I have not lied about that. The video is actually just not ready. Sometimes when a project is finished, you just turn out to be not happy with some of it, and I was completely done with it, and there's actually about 35 to 40% of that I actually want to redo. So I'm just going to take my time and do that this week and next. So it'll be up eventually. I've just been working on it, and I apologize, but those of you who know me know that my accuracy rate when it comes to promising commentaries and videos is pretty bad. I'm always a day or two or sometimes even a week or two late whenever I promise something, so I apologize for that, but it is on its way. Keep a lookout. I want to jump right into the main subject here because this is one of those situations where you could possibly get a rant out of me if I start getting mad enough, but I didn't even see a whole lot of Raw. Like I said, it was really busy, but I got home to several Facebook things, Twitter things, and a couple YouTube messages, that I get in those all capital letters. Oh shit, all capital letters, shit's going down now. Fucking A, capital letters, that'll teach me, that'll really show me. Give me a break. If I see anything in all capital letters, I will delete it and then block you whoever you are, so fuck off with those. Then I migrate over to Facebook and Delexman says to me, yo dude, might want to check some shit out. Bitches be trippin' and nobody can seem to understand why Daniel Bryan can't get one over on Triple H and the McMahons for once. So from me not even watching Raw, I can already gather there's a whole bunch of people pissed off about whatever happened with Daniel Bryan. So I said to myself, I better get my ass home and check out what the fuck happened with Daniel Bryan. So you know what? I watched one segment of Raw. Actually, two. I watched anything involving Daniel Bryan and The Big Show, because what happened on Raw was they forced The Big Show to compete against Daniel Bryan in a match, and he didn't want to. And now they're running the storyline with Stephanie out there, how The Big Show is broke and how he needs the job. This cracks me up about how fans don't give a shit about anything. They pretend to care about the wrestling business. Oh no, Daniel Bryan needs to be on top. He's so over. They don't give a shit about anybody except what they want or Daniel Bryan, because if you ask me, The Big Show looked like a much bigger bitch than Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is a little tiny man taking on four monsters. He's got Triple H, he's got Randy Orton, he's got the fucking Shield, and he's got the whole damn McMahon family against him, and fans can't understand why he's not coming out on the winning end of things. It's fucking obvious. He's fighting a crazy uphill battle. Every time you see Daniel Bryan get beat down, the payoff is just going to be that much sweeter. None of you fucking wore a helmet when you were a kid. It's like you can't even fathom the idea of letting this go on a little bit more. All I saw on comments was, all they're doing is making Daniel Bryan look like a piece of shit every single week. It's been 3 weeks. It's the storyline. Look at the faction that he's up against. For people who claim to care about the wrestling business, you obviously don't know shit about how it's fucking written or booked or how you stretch shit out. Look at how powerful the McMahon Corporation is. And it's brand new. It's a brand new idea, and this is going to be a long arcing storyline that's going to go into next year. You can't have little tiny Daniel Bryan take down the entire corporation 2 weeks after SummerSlam. Don't be fucking stupid. I get what you're saying. It would be nice to see Daniel Bryan get something. He's gonna get something. Who cares how many weeks this goes on? If you ask me, the more weeks the better, because when he finally is able to pull one over on Randy Orton and Triple H and the rest of the McMahons, then it's gonna be fucking awesome. But this is what you have to do. Daniel Bryan is the biggest underdog in storyline history right now. He is a tiny little person taking on just an insurmountable odds here. He's got Triple H and Randy Orton, their in-ring wrestling legacies alone, plus Triple H is in charge, plus the McMahons own the place. He's married to Stephanie, and they have the Shield, the most dominant faction in recent history, running security for them. To me, it makes perfect sense that little Daniel Bryan doesn't stand a fucking chance until he gets some fucking help out there. And every single week, the McMahons are making everybody look bad, not just Daniel Bryan. The entire roster has got to stand on the fucking stage and watch Daniel Bryan get humiliated, and if any one of them even make a move to go help him, then they're going to be humiliated and fired. So the McMahons are humiliating everybody, not just your precious Daniel Bryan. And to me, they're not humiliating anybody any more than the Big Show. And you know what? I'm going to call this right now. The Big Show's going to turn heel. It's such a stupid storyline. All of a sudden, Big Show's broke. All of a sudden, he needs the job. So they're saying, you got to wrestle Daniel Bryan. Then they do the spot at the end where Triple H, just says, you punch him. You need this job. You do what I say, you piece of shit. Big Show is crying. They also fired Cody Rhodes on Raw. What the fuck is that about? That was probably something fans didn't see coming. And I think it's great because the announcers were mentioning the whole time that he was getting married. So that tells me that the WWF is giving him time off for his wedding. Fucking bravo. Well, actually, I'm sure you didn't give a shit about Cody Rhodes, just like you didn't give a shit about the Big Show. The only person you gave a shit about was Daniel Bryan. You guys need to get the fuck over yourselves. And guess what else? You want to get even more pissed off at me? Good, because Randy Orton is going to come out of Night of Champions as the champion. He is. I'm sorry. This feud has got to stretch. The WWE is not going to go through all of this trouble. Everything that they're doing, the entire show of Monday Night Raw is surrounding Daniel Bryan. It's so funny to me that that's not good enough. Now the guy is getting pushed. Now the guy is getting the main event matches, the main event segments on Raw. Every time I see Randy Orton RKO Daniel Bryan, every time I see the Big Show punch him with Triple H giving the orders, every time I see the Shield beating little Daniel Bryan down, I know when he is raising that WWE title in the air, when he finally does win it, the power of the yeses are going to be able to blow the roof off of whatever venue they are in. And when that happens, whenever that day is, whether it's the October pay-per-view, whether it's Survivor Series, whether it's Royal Rumble, whatever the hell the situation is, Daniel Bryan will win that WWE title. You know he will in your heart of hearts, so stop being an asshole about it. But that's impossible. You know why? Because the only thing that fans like this know how to do is be assholes. And guess what's going to happen to Daniel Bryan when he wins the WWE title? You guys know what's going to happen to him. They're going to tear him down. As soon as Daniel Bryan wins that WWE title, all of a sudden, you're going to hear it, he won't be worthy. Oh, he's just a fucking place-filling champion until they get to WrestleMania. He's going to lose it, and then it's going to be John Cena again or something like that. Forget the fact that he's in the main event. Forget the fact that he main evented SummerSlam. He's main eventing the next pay-per-view, and he's probably going to main event the next 2 or 3 pay-per-views and every Raw segment leading up to those. Forget about that. None of that matters, right? All that matters is that you are never happy. You need things to happen so fast. This whole McMahon Corporation with Randy Orton as the champion has just started. And the fact that Daniel Bryan isn't kicking all their asses 3 weeks after the fact, and you're pissed about that, it's a good fucking thing that you weren't around in the 80s. You know how long I had to fucking wait for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to get his revenge on the Macho Man Randy Savage after the Macho Man shattered his throat into a million pieces? It's a good thing you weren't fucking around back then and you had to wait this long for shit, because you would have gone out of your mind. You are the most spoiled little bastards I've ever come across. And you give wrestling such a bad name, and I'm embarrassed to be associated with it when I see pieces of shit like you. So don't worry. Your boy Daniel Bryan will have his day, and I'm excited for it too, because I like the guy. The difference between me and you is when Daniel Bryan does win that title, I'm going to be happy for him. I'm going to be proud of him. You're going to be happy for him and proud of him for about 2 days, and then you're going to fucking turn on him. Not me. I respect and support the hard-working little son of a bitch, and I can't wait till he has his day in the sun, and he will. And to all you assholes that like to type in capital letters, and to any of you fuckers that myself or Delexman or anybody else has had the displeasure of arguing with, we would just like to say, fuck you.